Right, we're rolling.
Rolling. Quiet in the studio. Right, welcome to the Black Scarr Christmas party. As you can see, it's not much of a party because we're the only ones here. But we're here to unwrap our Christmas presents. How are you, by the way, Anna?
I'm alright, thank you.
Merry Christmas, dear.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. What is it? Let's have a look. It's fantastic. It's just what I wanted.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's just been released. This is a Mark Bolan Boogie, the best of T-Rex. Now I did a little bit. I saw that this was coming out. I did a bit of research on it. It's 2 CDs. I think this could be the future of CDs. Look, you know, because the thing about a CD is they're very small, especially when you get to my age and you can't read the writing. And you miss the thrill of what it used to be like when you bought an album.
Why not just buy an album then?
Because I ain't got a record player. I mean, look, it's got a lovely booklet inside. It's got lyrics. This is absolutely fantastic. It's a 2 CD package, as they say on some YouTube channels. But the thing about it is, this was an album back in the day, in the early 70s, Bolan Boogie. Yet the track list on this doesn't resemble the original at all.
Why?
Well, because there's a lot of tracks missing that are not on this.
Oh.
But all these classics are here. 20th Century Boy, Get It On, all that sort of stuff. And a lot of his B-sides. And did you know that Mark Bolan's B... I've never seen that picture before, by the way. He's looking absolutely fantastic there. Mark Bolan's B-sides were better than most people's A-sides. In fact, some of his B-sides were better than his A-sides. Thunderwing, for instance. What a classic that is. So thank you for that.
You're
well
welcome.
worth the money, however much it was. Don't tell me. So I might have a heart attack. And this one is for you.
Oh, thanks. Ooh. Moon Age Daydream. It's a big, heavy book.
It is.
Like David Bowie.
It's an old book. It's not a new release. It's been out for a number of years.
The Life and Times of Ziggy Stardust.
Yes.
Photographs by Mick Rock.
Mick
Text by
Rock.
Bowie himself. Oh.
I'll tell you something, the photos, it's mainly the Ziggy Stardust period. Mainly Ziggy Stardust and Aladdin Sane. And apparently Mick Rock is the man who shot the 70s. I saw that on the internet. We did a little thing about the man who shot the 60s, Terence Donovan, but we never bothered releasing it because there weren't much footage to be gained from it. But can I just show you some of the stuff that I like, because I've had a little look at it.
Have you?
I have, yeah. This, to me, is when he looked absolutely fat. The haircut.
I don't like that haircut.
That's the greatest mullet, the greatest mullet that ever lived. Beautiful orange hair look, fantastic. What else have we got? There's a lot of pictures in here of
He's only got his knickers on.
yeah, of David Bowie in his underpants, and for me personally, it's not a pretty sight, is it?
No, I think it's
For
quite
a woman,
pretty
what do you
sight.
think to that?
Yeah.
I always got the feeling. Let me show the camera. There's Bowie in his underpants. I always got the feeling that if you pulled his pants down, there'd be no genitals. It would just be shiny plastic like
I
Action
sort of
Man.
felt like that as well, but this says different, doesn't it?
And also, we've got, this is my favourite picture in the entire book. David Bowie with the great man himself, Sir Mick Jagger. Is he Sir Mick Jagger now?
I think so, yeah.
I think he is.
Here, give me
Fantastic.
my present back.
That, they're at a party. Some of the Bowie does a lot of writing about the photos, and he's very funny. I didn't really have him down as a witty sort of funny chap. I thought he was a bit just full on pretentious. But there's some great pictures there he's with Jagger at a party there. Lou Reed's at this party. Mick Ronson, of course. Mick Ronson's even wearing a T-Rex t-shirt. But you're not really a party sort of person, are you?
Not really. I mean, if there's music, if there's live music, and yeah, if it's a dance,
And
You can have a
I
dance.
am not a sort of party person. In fact, I've only ever been to one great party in my life. It was back in 1973 when all this stuff was taking place. It was around Christmas, so we were playing lots of Bowie, Bolan and Slade. And it was at my ex-girlfriend's house. She lived in a big house and she had her own little end of the house where she could hide away from her parents. Her father was the chief inspector of police and he was in. They were upstairs in bed and we were having the party. It was a big house because she lived about 5 doors away from Larry Grayson.
Yes.
Shut that door and she used to knock about with Everard. Anyway, at this party there was a bloke there that none of us knew and nobody had invited. So it was like a mystery geezer hanging around. And then he shit his pants, which was not great. So we managed to get him cleaned up and Kim West had to lend him a pair of her knickers to wear. And that meant there was 3 of us wearing her knickers that night. I wonder if that's in the Guinness Book of Records.
Wow.
Anyway, also I had a friend there. He was driving one of them 3-wheelers that we had. You know, like Del Boy Trotters.
Yes.
It was either the Del Boy Trotter or there was like a Bond Bug version. I think his would have been the Bond Bug. Anyway, it was parked out in the driveway and he'd had an argument with his girlfriend. She was sat in the car with him. And he started reversing, he said, I'm going home. As he started reversing out the drive, she jumped out the car, the door was open, and as he reversed out, it ripped the door clean off. It was a fantastic party, and Mick Jagger wasn't even there. But the funny thing about this party was, many years later, in fact about 2 years ago, Kim sadly died, and I went along to her funeral. And a massive funeral, there was about 200 people there. I thought, Christ, there's not going to be 200 people there when I die. And Mother was there. And I thought,
yeah.
I wonder if she remembers me. I mean, there was no reason why she wouldn't, because I was like Kim's first boyfriend. I went out with her for 10 years. So I went over to her at this funeral, and I said, I'm sorry, for your loss of Kim. She said, yeah, isn't it terrible? Then she went, what about that party we had? And started laughing. I thought, what a strange reaction at a funeral. But that's how good that party was. Probably better than the Bowie and the Jagger party. I bet they never had Iceland nibbles at their party. Anyway, because it's Christmas, we thought we'd have a little quiz. It's not a Christmassy type quiz, it's just a quiz taking place at Christmas. And because we've got this book, fantastic book by the way, try and get hold of that if you can, of Mick Rock, the man who took the photos, the man who shot the 70s, we're going to have a quiz about that subject. So, the first question, who shot JFK?
Don't know.
Lee Harvey Oswald. Do you know?
Well, now you say it, yes.
Who shot Lee Harvey Oswald?
Oh, I don't know.
Jack Ruby. Who shot Marvin Gaye?
His father.
Marvin Gaye. They were probably arguing over who's got the right to the name, I suppose. Who shot Martin Luther King?
I don't know the name.
James Earl Ray. Who shot the sheriff?
Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. And Eric Clapton. And hey, it wasn't me that shot the deputy. Who shot John Lennon?
I don't know.
Mark Chapman. Who shot Liberty Valance? I don't know either. So if you want to leave the answer, who shot Liberty Valance, in the comments, we'd be very grateful.
Are there any music questions?
No, well, that one is a musical.
Bob Marley.
Yeah, Bob Marley and the John Lennon. And finally, it's amazing for people of our generation how we can remember most of these names, and yet,
Not me.
apart from you, yeah. And yet, I'll be very surprised if you know the answer to this one, and yet it only took place about 3 months ago. Who shot Donald Trump?
I don't know.
Tommy Crooks. And to finish the little quiz off, a little tag on there, what Disney character saved Donald Trump's life that day?
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck! Somebody shouted Donald Duck. Saved his life. Right. Don't forget the Bolan CD. It's a great Christmas present if you're stuck for things to buy for your loved ones. We're going to, before we go by the way, please subscribe to the channel. Oh, YouTube have sent us an email with all our figures for this year's channel thing. It's done very, very well. And they've told us to thank you for watching, all our viewers, especially the subscribers, the people who subscribe. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do that now. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and most important, hit the notification bell. Ding dong. And we'll see you in the new year. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.